Hello there. Welcome to our Wild Wacky World, where I bring you crazy, unbelievable, and amazing stories that happened on this day in years past. Today's story happened in 1814 and is referred to as London's Great Beer Flood. Imagine if you could get all the free beer you wanted, but there's a catch. Instead of a cool party, you get hit by a massive wave of beer that's as tall as a 3-story building and has over 1 million liters of liquid. That's what happened on October 17th, 1814 in St. Giles, London. This brewery, called Muse & Company Horseshoe Brewery, was in a crowded and poor part of town. It was famous for making a dark beer called porter, producing a ton of it every year. In 1810, they installed a huge wooden tank for fermenting the beer. It was held together by big iron rings. One day in 1814, an employee named George Crick noticed that one of the iron rings had fallen off. This happened a few times a year, so it didn't seem like a big deal. His boss told him not to worry and fix it later. Then, there was a massive explosion around 5:30 p.m. The tank had burst, and all the hot beer gushed out so forcefully that the tank broke into pieces, and the brewery's wall collapsed. This explosion also broke open other beer containers, adding even more beer to the mess. The beer flooded the streets, and it reached other streets quickly because there were no drains in the city. It even flooded basements, causing some buildings to collapse. People tried to save themselves by climbing on tables and furniture. Ironically, and tragically, some didn't make it. For example, a woman and her daughter, who were having tea in their house, perished. Another house was having a wake for a child, and the mother and mourners also passed away. Even a teenage girl working at the pub was trapped and lost her life. In total, 8 women and children lost their lives, and some workers were hurt but survived. People started scooping up the free beer in any containers they could find, and there are rumors that some did not make it from drinking too much beer. However, not everyone agrees on this. Despite the tragedy, people came to see the destroyed brewery and donated money for the victims' funerals. The brewery had to go to court, but they were declared not responsible because it was seen as an accident beyond anyone's control. They called it an act of God. They even got some money back from the government, which saved them from going bankrupt. After this disaster, wooden fermentation tanks were replaced with concrete or steel ones. The brewery reopened, but the area still smelled like beer for months. Eventually, in 1921, the brewery closed, and in 1922, it was torn down. Now a theater stands in its place. Not many people remember this event, but a local pub called the Holborn Whippet brews a special beer every year to mark the anniversary. Subscribe for more stories from our Wild Wacky World. Don't forget to hit that like button and click that notification bell so you will know when new stories are uploaded. See you soon.